Hey guys, welcome to week 2 of e-learning. Today we're going to jump into our reading lesson for the day, and we are going to be focusing on point of view. Now, this week we're going to shift gears a little bit, and we're going to be focusing more on the author's point of view. So I've got our anchor chart right here, and I've got our LEQ, and what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and unpack this because we need to figure out what we are learning for the week. So, here we go. It says, how do I describe an author's point of view about a topic using key details from the text? So first of all, let's talk about that word author. Now, when we are doing point of view, when we are reading literature, a lot of times we are looking for a character's or a narrator's point of view. When we switch gears and we go into informational, we really want to find out how the author is feeling about something. So who is an author? Right. The author is the person who writes the story. So we're going to write the word writer next to that. Okay? So the person that is telling the story, the person who is writing the story is who we are trying to figure out what their point of view is. So let's talk about point of view. All right. Well, we know point of view is what an author thinks or feels about a topic. And I put in our anchor chart right here, you can see that I put a heart here, and I also put a broken heart because sometimes an author can love something, or maybe they don't love something. Maybe they dislike a topic that they're writing about and they want to share that opinion with you. Okay? So an author's point of view are their thoughts or their feelings, or it can also be their opinions about a topic. Okay, so let's talk about the using key details. Now, these details that we're going to be looking for are the proof. So when we're reading a text and the author says, "Hey," or the author says, "I love baseball." Okay, well, we need to go back and we need to find the proof, the evidence that supports our author's point of view. Okay, so let's take a look at our anchor chart over here again. It says sometimes you can tell if an author is for or against a topic. How do you do that? Well, you can look for describing words. You can look if they say, for example, it's a beautiful sight. Well, how do you know what do they feel about it? Well, if they say that it's beautiful, that gives you their point of view right there. They can also say, oh, that was a disgusting smell. So you can get an idea of their opinions about something when they describe it using describing words. Sometimes authors will use emotions. Now, emotions are telling you how they feel about something. So everyone loves baseball. So what do you think their point of view is on baseball? Do you think they love it? All right. Well, let's go back into the text and let's find some evidence that supports it. And those will be your key details. Sometimes an author's point of view can be found in the main idea. So when we're reading informational text, we always know that there's going to be a main idea. So we can figure out if the author is for or against a topic by finding the main idea. So in this, for example, if the the main idea was that ants are amazing hard workers, what does that tell you about the author's point of view? Well, they also believe that ants are amazing and hard workers. Okay? If the text's main idea was that Queen Elizabeth I was a fantastic leader, well, we know that her point of view, or their point of view, was that they think that Queen Elizabeth was a great leader. And how do we know that? Well, that's where we would go back and we would find the details or the proof, okay, the text evidence. So here are some sentence starters as you're working on your written responses. So if we were to ask you this question right here, you can go then and you can start your sentence in your written response by saying something like this. I can tell the author likes or doesn't like whatever the topic is because they said blank. Now, this is where you would provide your evidence. This is where you would have to go back into the text to support your answer. All right? Okay, boys and girls, we're going to go ahead and jump into our reading activity for the day, so stay tuned.